Hello everyone, let's give this week's teaching with you on the topic of Heart Sutra and with you chanting a lot those weeks for Heart Sutra. And the Heart Sutra, the main part is the mantra Gadi Gadi Bara Gadi Barasangadi Puti Soha. So in the past several weeks I explained some meaning of that mantra, but actually, this mantra, just like a diamond in a crown, so there's a lot of meaning, the surface meaning, the deep meaning, the secret meaning. So it's a lot. When you practiced, you improve yourself. At different stage, you look it back, you can find out different meaning. So today, I try to give another meaning for this mantra. Some students, they ask through the phone because I post the Heart Sutra chanting on the True group. Why? One is for the Chinese, the Weichen group. One is for the Western English one, for the Messenger group. Some students ask, why you combine the two sadhana together? Because one is Heart Sutra, another one is Dharma Sutra. I said because they are the same. The Heart Sutra from Tibetan tradition is belong to the Buddha mother, Paramitha. Paramitha. It's like goddess. You can think about this. The Sangdoma is like a Dakini, so a little bit lower, like angels, female angels. So the Sangdoma belongs to our world, our samsara world. And the Paramita belongs to Sanhoga Kaya or Dharma Dhatu Kaya, more higher, primordial state. So when we chanting them together, that means they faced this samsara world existence. We cannot escape from this, right? We cannot just imagine now we already walk in the heaven. But actually we didn't. We still stay this samsara world. There's a lot of suffering. Now there's a virus. There's a lot of those pains coming out. So we should chanting for Sangdoma or for other protectors to save us, to protect us, to help us. So this kind of chanting, this kind of praying is two parts, right? For us, we are the one who try to get help from those protector gods or angels or bodhisattvas. From the other point, they give us the compassion. They give us the compassion. This is from the surface level, from the samsara world level, Sangdoma is a representative of all these protectors. For example, Mahagala or others give us the help, give us protection, give us the leading. Then they can say they give us compassion. They give us the love. But for us, we are the beggar to try to get this. Right? Then we jumped out to the Dharma Dhatu Kaya, to the high level Kaya. For the Buddha mother, Paramita, also, she gave us the love. She gave us the compassion. But different concept. For the samsara world, we go to the temple, we go to church, we pray for angel, we pray for Mahagana, for Sangdoma, we call protector gods. Try to help us from the disaster, from the virus, from the suffering, from all kinds of these things. We try to get some benefit, but this benefit belongs to this ordinary world. But it's needed for us because we still live in this world. We still live in this world. So for them, the compassion from them to us is this kind of protection, this kind of helping. this kind of giving. But for Buddha's level, the compassion, the love they give us is the vision. Is the vision. But vision for what? Vision for the emptiness, for the ether. So greatest compassion reflection actually is to give everybody the vision, to find it out this samsara world actually just like a dream. Why we get those kind of suffering? Because we know those kind of suffering is a real one. So we try to fight. Then when you try to fight with some guy, actually you already created some connection with that guy. Even you call that guy as the enemy. I try to kill you. I hate you. I jealous. I feel blah, 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 blah. But actually, at that time, you created a connection with them. Him or her, or something. Then this kind of connection we call karma. And this kind of karma is like a step. Then you build it up, you build it up, you build it up. You build it your own barrier, all wall to separate ourselves from the emptiness, from the Buddhahood. So, actually, the Heart Sutra, the mantra, Gadi Gadi Paragadi Parasangadi Puti Soha, actually, we can understanding is different level of compassion. Different level of compassion. Maybe the basic level is to understand, is to you practice very well. Then you can get the help from the God, from the angels, from your protectors. Then you can get what you want. Maybe you can win a lot of lottery, a lot of money. Then you can get blah, 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 blah. But it's good things. If you win a lot of lottery, you can donate more money to the homeless, to the temple, to the church, to a lot of good things. It's good one. It's a basic surface. It's a basic meaning. Then you understand, maybe your angels, your protector God will lead you to the other side, like the Bible says. You should love the enemy. Why? Because your enemy, when you're the enemy existence, you try to fight him back, fight it down, or you try to beat it down, you try to kill them all, you try to clear it. It's kind of force to push you up. If you're a soldier, so you have to practice very well, to train yourself, be stronger. Then you fight your enemy. One by one, then you find it out, you change yourself. Maybe at that time, at the primordial time, the force push you up is the hate. But finally, when you grow up, you find you get stronger. Stronger enough. Compared with your enemy, you like Titan, but your enemy just like an ant. So at that time, you don't want to clear them all because your enemy is so small, so tiny, so weak. You have your pride. You cannot just clear all the ants' words, right? Because we are human. But at that time, maybe you just like a Titan. So you don't want to clear your enemies. Then at that time, you find it out. The primordial, the hate emotion, just like a joke. Just like a joke. Yeah, just like a joke. Then suddenly you realized, okay, all enemies is the manifestation of Guanyin, of the Bodhisattvas. All the suffering is the gift from Bodhisattvas. Because this kind of suffering make you strong. And you always keep works. Go further, go further, go further. When you're stronger enough, when you look it back, you will find it, okay, your enemy is not your enemy. Your enemy, you should say thanks. Yeah. I have my own experience. When I go to retreat, I get something from the Chinese authority. They catch me up. Yeah, there's a lot of torturing involved. At that time, I was so hate for that soldiers. And I tried to practice something. But I passed by this challenge. Then I go to the academy, the Buddhism academy study and go to retreat. Then I get stronger, both physically and mentally. I get very strong. Then I passed all the challenge. I go back to Toronto, set up the center. When I sit on this seat, at the beginning, at 2016, I think about back, I crying a lot that time. The crying is not for those kind of suffering I experienced. The crying is for I passed the challenge, then I grow up to be a qualified Lama, qualified master. Because I passed that kind of hate emotion. I look it back, I didn't hate them. It just show my, how to say, you can say compassion, yeah. Actually, I feel a little bit pity for them because this kind of torturing for me, for them, is a lot of bad karma. And this kind of bad karma, they cannot clear even the whole life. Yeah. But for me, I passed that challenge. Then, when I pass the challenge, when I do a lot of this practice, then I go back to Toronto, set up the center. I sit there peacefully. I look at the back and think about them, those kind of fingers. Persons, a lot of these officials, officer, blah, 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 blah. I feel pity for them. And this kind of feeling, I realized, is kind of compassion. So, the giving up, the hate emotion is also a compassion reflection. Because you find it out, your level already improves. You already jump up that kind of fight involved. The two parts fight together. But you jumped out like a judge. So when you look at it, you'll find it out. They are all poor guys. Very, very poor guys. Maybe at that time they think, oh, I'm a what, blah, blah, blah. I'm the official. I'm a blah, blah. I have the power. I have the enemy. I'm a blah, blah. Then, when you pass that, you think, oh, you're just a poor guy. Yeah. Because those kind of action involve a lot of bad karma involved. And they cannot clear even those whole life. So I show my compassion for them. So it's what? That means I already practiced to a different level compared with them. So this is my understanding for the Bible's word, love your enemy. Because you are not the same level with your enemy. You have the God involved. You have a Buddha nature involved. So you will look at yourself as a super guy, Superman, super lady. Because we are so lucky in this suffering life, in this so busy society, whatever in Canada, in US, in Hong Kong, in China, whatever, India, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Everybody is so rushed to go to everywhere for money, for women, for house, for car, whatever. They just try to catch up something. But we are so lucky. We have a place, we can sit down, we can do some meditation, we can do the butterfly offering, we can give or get some Buddha teaching, to get some moment for the peaceful mind. And this kind of peaceful mind is just beginning. It's like a seed in the soil. It's sometime it's get matured, then we can get down the fullness of mind, mindfulness. So this kind of mindfulness is what? Actually, we can say mindfulness in this modern society we call. It's very popular. Actually, it's kind of feeling. That feeling is similar like a Buddhahood feeling. Yeah, when I go back for retreat at 2000, 16, U of T, some student group invite me to give some lecture to them. They call themselves Furnace, a mindfulness group. Spadina and the Bloor. It's very, almost, 80 persons. There's a lecture, the professor, there are all some students meeting together each week. I just give some experience sharing and do this meditation and chanting. Then everybody walk into this state. Then when all of us wake it up, so each person by each person may share our experience. For my understanding, the mindfulness is like, at that time in your meditation, you can feel all the existence of all beings. This first step. Second step, and this kind of existence is not a single one. It's not separated. It's not independent of each other. Actually, from primordial state, we connected each other. Because our mind was polluted, so we separated. When you practice a little bit well, then you can find it out. At first, all humans. At first, all your family, all your friend circle, all your colleagues. Then all humans. Then all beings. I said all beings, first including animals, then including all beings. It's connected. You can get some idea what they think about, what they're suffering, what they're happy things. Then you can catch up these things. When you catch up this feeling, you will find it out. The world already changed. Because you know yourself is not just yourself. I is not just the Lama Changyang. I is the collective words to including a lot of things, a lot of humans, friends, or you can say enemies. Somebody, no, you're a bad guy. Some, oh no, you're okay. So no, you're a very good guy. So you're all connected. Then you will find it out. The term of you just expanded. And this process, including the animals, including all the stone crystals, trees, the water in the lake shore, then one by one, you can find it out. You can get this energy movement. Even the movement from the star, so you can catch up the energy. So that's why the crescent moon and full moon is very important for everybody, not for our Buddhist, for the Christian, for the Muslim, for the Hindus, for all religions guy, or for non-religions guy. We are all very important. Why? Because of the energy movement. Everybody know it. But some tiny one, common person cannot catch it up. But if you practice well, you can catch it up. Then you connect it up. Maybe somebody say, okay, you just give some topic teaching from the textbook. But no, it's not textbook. Actually, it's a process of my practice, my own practice. Because now I can connect it. A little bit, somehow, I can say. So I can feel it. Yeah. For example, somebody say my name, not in front of me. Maybe I different time zone, maybe in Hong Kong, in India. They talk about my name. Some friends or some guy know me. Then I can get some reflection in the dream. Yeah, if I send some message, yeah, I find out that there's some story at that time happened. Those kind of things happen, not randomly. Then you will get some idea that the concept of I is just the dream. The concept of I is just the mystic words. Actually, there's no the concept of I, just the concept of we. We all connected together. Maybe for a very short time you cannot realize it, but for a little bit longer time, you can find it out. Yeah. This current life, just like your last night, the dream. Then, when we pass by, we walk into another formation, whatever it is, human, the girl, the boy, or baby, bird, whatever it is, crocodile, etc. It is. But still, you have another dream. But the purpose of a practice is to realize it's not just first realize it's not the real things exist. It's like a dream. Then you realize your dream is kind of twisting reflection of your current life. Then you can find it out. There's some specific information to make it out. Then you will get understanding. Then you will improve your thinking. Because when you get this idea, you get some catch up for the real life meaning. It's not so easy to get angry for somebody, for something, because you know, oh, it's just temporary. It's not permanent. Whatever the suffering or happiness, it's just temporary. You will catch up the main floor of the life. Our life is not just a temporary 100 years. Our life is just like the river, like the ocean floor of true life. It's just like, how to say, in the ocean, right? There's a lot of the water flow like this. Go to the east, go to the west, go to the north, go to the south. By different energy level, different level of ocean, then different, like how big, thin or thick, so it is, different size. It depends on your life energy. I said the life is the true life. But now our life is just like a wave from this water flow. When this water flow in the ocean jump to some ocean mountains, then very big wave coming out, right? Or small wave coming out, or very big coming out. So from the surface of ocean, you find out there's different wave. For ordinary person, is okay. That kind of wave is our own life. But actually it's not. It's just some part of, I don't know how, jump up that atom. When you realize that this, you will understanding what's the meaning for this mantra. Gadi, Gadi, Paragadi, Parasangadi, Puti Soha. This kind of, at first, this kind of wave is so small, so temporary, just several minutes. Then going down to the ocean, to the water surface, it disappears. So our whole life just gone. It's like an insect, like a small animal, or like humans. Just dozens of years, then going down, disappear. But if a very big wave coming out, it's like the God's life. They have 20,000 years, or 50,000 years, or they have 100,000 years life. But still, just a very big wave. At the end of their life, they were falling down to the ocean. Ocean is what? Ocean is Buddha, coming down. But there's some karma involved. This still coming, jumped out. It's another ocean. But it depends on your karma. I mean, it depends on your energy levels. If there's a very good karma involved, so you absorb a lot of good enemies, so maybe your wave can be very big and can exist very long time and shining, brilliant. But if some bad karma involved, there's no such strong enemy, suppose there's just a small wave coming out, then coming down, disappear, like a human or like animals. So for us, the practice, we must understand our purpose is go back intentionally to the whole part of ocean. Not just like the wave jumping out, then disappear, jumping out, then disappear, jumping out, then disappear. So we can say, from this concept, everybody are Buddha himself. But we didn't realize because we will push it out like a drop of water or like a collective of water, like a wave. But still we're falling down. This whole process, the whole process was explained by this mantra. Gadi gadi paragati parasangati puti soha. So your wave get very big, get very big, get very big, until it's not a wave, until you are the ocean, the whole ocean. The whole ocean is the gadi gadi paragati parasangati puti soha. It's Buddhi. Buddhi means what? Buddhi means, of course, there's a lot of meaning. The surface meaning is realization, means Buddhi. Understanding, enlightenment. They are Buddhi. So enlightenment, everybody knows this word, enlightenment. Actually, enlightenment is Buddhi. So enlightenment is what? You can separate the English word, right? Enlightenment, the main part is light. So enlightenment is the light. Change yourself into the light. So the whole process we call enlightenment, right? For my understanding, for the English one, but you are the native English, so you should understand better. Yeah. So enlightenment, the main part is light. Change yourself into light. It's the enlightenment. So what I say, the example, the ocean is what? Ocean is the ocean of light. It's not just ordinary water. It's the ocean of light. So we can say, back to our topic. We live in the samsara world, and what's the concept of the samsara world? 5 elements, right? The earth, the water, the fire, the wind, and ether. So what is the ether? There's a lot of different levels, but the basic level is light. So ether equal to light. Not only the light, but basically equal to light. So if they want to liberate ourselves, we should change ourselves into light first. Because there's different light, right? There's the ordinary, this light. There's a, how do you call it, ether, right? Yeah, very strong light. So different kind of level of energy. You should walk one by one. Like bodhisattvas, we have different levels, bodhisattvas. One by one, walk. Go further, always go further. So, somebody explained the mantra, Gadi Gadi Gara Gadi Baraga Singla is what? It's go further until you meet the enlightened. Yeah. So we can say it's kind of like a whole. You can explain this mantra from different points, but then you meet the same way. Yeah. There's some explanation from this. Gadi Gadi Paragadi Parasangati Puti Soha. That's for today's teaching. Let's deduct the merit for today. Zavasita Mami Jaja Savasita Sutta Metta Danshan Karama Bhagavan Savada Gata